Dear students, in this video I am going to discuss question number 74. So the question is, we have to find the area of the region bounded by this boundaries. So this is the boundary of the region is given in the question. We have to find the area of this region. So the boundary is given as the curve y is equal to e raised to x, the lines y equal to 0, x equal to 0 and x is equal to log 2. So this is our boundary of the region. Now first let us sketch the region of integration, and then after sketching it we'll be finding the area of the region. So first let us see the curve y is equal to e raised to x. We know that this is an exponential function. We have already discussed how will be the graph of the exponential function e raised to x. So again let us discuss about it shortly. We can give different points to x. Give different points to x, we can find the value of y, then we can plot it. So simply we can take, first put x equal to 0. When you put x equal to 0, the value of y is e raised to 0, that is 1. So one point is 0, 1. Another point, if you put x is equal to infinity, you will get y is equal to e raised to infinity. That is y equal to infinity. So this curve tends to infinity. So the curve will go in this direction. Now let us take a point x equal to minus infinity. At that point y is equal to e raised to minus infinity. That is e raised to minus infinity is equal to 1 by e raised to infinity. E raised to infinity is infinity, so the value is 1 by infinity, that is 0. So this curve tends to 0 when x tends to minus infinity, and this as x tends to plus infinity, the curve tends to infinity. So this is our exponential curve y equal to e raised to x. Now we can find under boundaries the lines y equal to 0. Y equal to 0 means our x-axis, equal to 0 means our y-axis, and x is equal to log 2. Log 2 means it is a point. Log 2 is a constant. Log 2 is a point. So suppose this point is log 2. Consider it as a log 2. Then the line passing through the point log 2 parallel to the y-axis is our x is equal to log 2. So we can see that this is our region. This is our region bounded by all these curves. So this is our region. Now once we get our region, now we can find the limits of x and y. So we have to find the area. So we know that the equation of area is A is equal to double integral dy dx or double integral dx dy. So here I am going to consider double integral dy dx. So when you are finding the limits of double integral dy dx, we have to find by the method of vertical cross section. We'll be finding the limits of x and y by the method of vertical cross section method. So we'll be considering a line passing through the region L, and we will observe this line L and find the limits of x and y. So before that, let us find the corners of this region. This vertices of this region is very important to find the limits of x and y. So we know that this is our origin. At this point, the value of x and y is 0, 0. So the point is 0, 0. This point is 0, 1. This point is log 2, 0. And here we can see that this is the intersection of this line and this line, right? So what is this curve? This curve is e raised to x. So in that, put x is equal to log 2. When you put x is equal to log 2 in e raised to x equation, we get the value of y is 2 and value of x equal to log 2. So this point is log 2, 2. Now we will be observing this line and we will find the limits of x and y. So we see that we use method of vertical cross section. So we see that first we will be finding the limit of y here, then we will be finding the limit of x. So first we can see that this line touches this boundary at this point. At this point the value of y is 0, and the line passes through the region and touches another boundary at this point. At this point, this is the equation y equal to e raised to x. So at this point, the value of y is e raised to x. So we get the limit of y from 0 to e raised to x. Now we will consider the limit of x. We can see that this line covers this region when it is passed, it is shifted from this point to this point. At this point, we can see that the value of x is 0. So it is 0. And at this point, the value of x is log 2. So we can see that the limit of x is from 0 to log 2. So our limits are x from 0 to log 2 and y from 0 to e raised to x. Now we will be putting these limits properly in our formula of area. A is equal to integral 0 to log 2 integral 0 to e raised to x dy dx. We will be using the method of double integration. Now first you will integrate with respect to y. So it is y integral 0 to log 2 by upper limit is e raised to x, lower limit is 0 dx. Now we will be putting the upper limit. Put y equal to e raised to x, you get e raised to x, minus put y equal to 0, you get e raised to x minus 0, that is e raised to x. So here it is integral 0 to log 2 e raised to x dx. It is dx. Dx means next you will be integrating with respect to x. So the integration of e raised to x is e raised to x. Limits are log 2 and 0. So you'll put upper limit minus lower limit. You get e raised to log 2 minus e raised to 0. E raised to log 2 is 2 minus 1, that is 1. So this is our answer. Now next we have question number 75. In question number 75, again we have to find the area of the region bounded by the parabola x equal to y square and x is equal to 2y minus y square. Here both the equations are parabolas. So we have to first find the region of integration. So we have already discussed parabolas of the form y square equal to 4x. Y square equal to 4x means that our parabola of this form. So another, now we are having another parabola of x equal to 2y minus y square. So from here we can see y square is equal to 2y minus x. So from here we are getting y square equal to 2y minus x. So we know that if y square equal to plus 4x is a parabola of this form, y square equal to minus 4x is a parabola of this form. So when the coefficient of x is negative, in that case the parabola is in this form. So from this equation we get that y square is equal to 2y minus x. That means the coefficient of x is a negative value. So our second parabola will be of this form. So firstly we are getting some idea of how our parabola should be, the shape of our parabola. Then after finding that, now you have to plot different points, take different values of x and y, and you will be plotting it. So our first parabola, we know x is equal to y square equal to x. So we know that it is basically a parabola passing through our origin, which touches the origin at 0, 0. So it is parabola, it is this parabola, okay. Now we can find the second parabola, that is x is equal to 2y minus y square. We know that our parabola will be of this form. Now we have to accurately plot it. So for plotting you'll be putting x is equal to 0. When you put x equal to 0, you'll be getting x equal to 0 means 2y minus y square is equal to 0. That is y equal to 0 and y equal to 2. That means when x is equal to 0, the value of y is 2 and 0. And we know that our parabola is of this form. So our parabola touches the y-axis at these 2 points. So our parabola will be like this, 0, comma 2 and 0, comma 0. Now the intersection of these two parabola is our region. So now we are going to find these intersecting points of these two parabolas. So solving x is equal to y square and x is equal to 2y minus y square. Solve these two parabolas, we get 2 points. One point is when x is equal to 0, you get y equal to 0. Another point is when x equal to 1. So this point is certainly 1 comma 1. So I will discuss one more time how it is coming. Like you put x equal to y square in this equation. So you'll be getting 2y minus 2y square equal to 0. From this, you get two values of y. One is y is equal to 0 and another is y equal to 1. So when you put y equal to 0, you get the value of x is equal to 0. So one point is 0, 0. Another point is when you put y equal to 1, you get x equal to 1. So this point will certainly be 1 comma 1. Okay. So this point is 1 comma 1. This is 0 comma 0. So now we have plot the region carefully. So now we have found our region. This is our region. We have to find the limits of x and y carefully now. So to find the limits of x and y, here also we are considering the formula a is equal to double integral dx dy. So if we are finding the limits of x and y in dx dy, in that case you'll be considering a horizontal line passing through the region. So first we'll draw a line L passing through this region. We see that as this line touches this region first at this point. At this point, the value of x is y square, right? X is equal to y square. And then it passes through the region and touches the second boundary at this point. At this point, the value of x is 2y minus y square. Now we can see that we have to find the limit of x, y. So to find the limit of y, we have to shift this line so that the line covers our region, whole region. This point is 1 comma 1. This is 0 comma 0. So we can see that this line L covers this region when we shift from this point to this point. So at this point, the value of y is 0. At this point, we know that this point is 1 comma 1. So at this point, the value of y is 1. So the limit of y is from 0 to 1. So once we get the limit of x and y, now we'll be substituting these limits in our formula for area. A is equal to integral 0 to 1 integral y square to 2y minus y square dx dy. So integral 0 to 1 integral dx dy means first you integrate it with respect to x, you get it is x, upper limit is 2y minus y square, lower limit is y square dy. Now put upper limit minus lower limit and simplify. So by simplifying you get this form, integral 0 to 1 2y minus 2y square dy. Again here you will be integrating with respect to y. So when you integrate with respect to y, we get y square minus 2 y cube by 3. The limits are 0 to 1. So in the next step, you will be putting the upper limit minus the lower limit. So when you put upper limit, you get 1 minus 2 by 3. When you put the lower limit, it is 0. So you'll be getting 1 by 3 as our answer. So thank you all. Now next question we'll be discussing in the next video.